I want you to trust yourself. I want you to trust what you have to bring to the table. I don't want you to think that you aren't good enough. I don't want you to think that you can't achieve what anybody else can achieve. Look at Rhodey. He thought his quirk was useless, but in reality, it's a very useful quirk to have. It might not help you necessarily in everyday life, but it's still a very good quirk to have, and it can help you save the world and hopefully save millions of people in the process. Deku's quirk, obviously his is way more on the fighting side, but everything that we have, we can't give up. We have to keep trying. We have to keep striving. We have to continue doing what we know is best, even when things aren't working out. Because if we do this, we'll realize that at the end of the day, all that hard work that we put in, all the time, the effort, sleepless nights, the early mornings, the late days spent by yourself was truly worth it. You might not see the true growth right now. You might not see what you can become because you're still in your infantile stages. You're still early in the learning process. But if you keep with it, if you keep trying new things, read one new book, watch one new show, and think like, what is it about this character? What is it about this person? Why did I resonate with this so much compared to not resonating so much with this other thing over here? When you can start to realize that and realize why you think certain things and why you like certain things the way that they are, you can start to become to trust yourself more than you do right now. As soon as you're able to trust yourself, you're able to have more control over your life. You're able to have more control over your interactions, over your feelings, over your moods, over how you view the world in general, because you have complete trust. You have complete faith in who you are as a person. Deku, he knows what he wants. He knows what he's going after in his life. He knows what he's trying to achieve. You could see that throughout the whole movie. Rhodey, he was still trying to figure himself out. He was uncertain of who he was because he was left as a kid. He didn't have what he needed to survive because he thought he wasn't worth enough. And this I see a lot with a lot of other people too, is they lose something in an early stage in their life and they allow it to affect them in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s and their 50s. They allow a small event from their past to affect them so much to where they can't do what they really want to do because of that traumatic event in the past. The best thing is when the right person comes into your life and shows you what things can be like when you actually do truly trust yourself. And you will know the right person because that person trusts themselves so fully that they are 100% their authentic self. They don't care what other people think. They don't care how the world views them. They do what they know is right because they're a leader, because they stand for something. They have goals. They have a mission. They have a drive that nobody can stand in their way. Deku, if you told him, hey, you're quirkless, you're never going to be able to become the number one hero, he didn't care. He fought. He made it happen. He became and did what he needed to do, regardless of the powers that he had. It all starts with this one simple step. You have to start now. You have to start doing things that you want to do, even if you think they're impossible. If you think that it's impossible to lose 50 pounds, if you think it's impossible to talk to your crush, if you think it's impossible to go to the gym, it's not. You just have to step up. You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust yourself that as you do the hard things, they will become easier. And as they become easier, you'll want to find new hard things to do because those other things aren't as enjoyable because they aren't hard. We have to be able to face adversity within discomfort. If we aren't able to do that, then what are we as men? What are we as people? What are we as a growing species, as humans? What are we as people at that point? We have to try new things. Trust yourself. Believe in what you have to offer. Believe in you as a person. You're a lot stronger. You're a lot more attractive. You're a lot more charismatic than you believe you are. You have so much more skills, so much more potential, and so much more you can actually achieve if you are just able to trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust the process. Try new things. Put yourself in difficult situations and see what you can accomplish. Deku did this at the end of the movie. He was on his hands and knees. He was crawling, making sure that Rhodey wasn't going to do the bad thing. And he was at ends meet. He could barely even fight. And obviously, in every classic shonen, this happens and they get stronger, but that's besides the point. He was able to get up. He was able to defeat the villain that he was struggling with, that he was not able to penetrate because of the villain's quirk. Didn't allow him to do that. Nonetheless, he was able to find a way to get past that because he trusted himself. He trusted in his friends. He trusted in the people around him. And he knew that this was going to just be another stepping stone for helping him become the number one hero. This movie, way better than the first one, way better than the second one. Actually, the first one was pretty good. Second one was not great. Third one, oh, it was amazing. I believe a different studio ended up doing it. Bones did this one. Other studios did the previous one. So characters look a little bit different. Animation, I think, is way better in this one. I can tell you that right now. But at the end of the day, this movie was absolutely incredible, you guys. I highly recommend it. And I want you to just realize that if he can do it, if Deku can do it, if Bakugo, if Todoroki can all overcome their villains that seem way too strong, way too powerful for them, then who's to say that you can't overcome your fear, overcome your challenge that you face in your life? Think about that for a couple of minutes. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like these videos, press subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.